Hey guys, how are you guys doing? So today is Friday and I'm gonna start thinking about this wedding that I'm doing, and I'm down in my garage and I'm gonna start trying to clean up and go through the things that I have for a wedding. And I'm doing this in August, and so I have about a month to put it all together. And I am super excited to be able to do a wedding in August. And this is for my son, my oldest son. And so I want to make sure that it's perfect, you know. I want to help them out, and I want to give them the bestest wishes ever on their marriage. And I want to be a supportive mom, you know, and grandma. And so I am super excited to be able to use a lot of what I already have, okay? So I'm going through some things, and I have a whole list of things that I have because I am a party planner. I've always partied and always planned a lot of events. I've been an event coordinator, and so I'm super excited to be able to do this wedding. And I'm going to be sharing that journey with you and making videos on the things I do make and do. And that's pretty much what we're going to do for July. And I wanted to bring you guys along. But this is what I've got so far. I've got this white and gold party plate set here with cups and napkins and plates, big and small, and silverware. Okay. I have all of the cake plates already, and it's sealed. And this came with 350 pieces in this box. Can you believe that? The 7-inch white and gold paper plates, but it doesn't say how many's in there. So I'm thinking that because this box was used at their baby shower, I can use what's left over. And I'm thinking to be able to use what's left over, if not for the wedding reception, I think. And if we are, then I can use this for that. If not, I can get some other plates to put in here to make sure I have enough, because I don't think I have enough. 1, 2, 3, 5. Be pretty close. We are expecting about 50 people. And just to make sure, though, I have enough plates, I would definitely want to make sure that I have extra plates in here in between these. And you know, if I need to order another box, you know, I can just order another box. But I like being able to use what I have because I am on a budget. I'm trying to do this wedding as free as I possibly can. I have some greenery that I'm going to be using. I have a white curtain that I'll be using. I do have white cupcake stands. I don't know if we're going to use these for the wedding itself, but reception, this would be kind of cute, wouldn't it? I've got a chocolate fountain. I had this at my wedding, so to be able to reuse this is something I really am looking forward to. I have this white tray I can use, and I have much more. So I'm gonna start going through my garage and sharing with you guys what I can use that I already have. I know I have burlap, I have twine, I have wood pieces. This is a country rustic wedding, so perfect. I see right here I have this picture frame for photo op. I used this for my ex-mother-in-law's 70th birthday, vintage birthday party that I threw for her, and we all took pictures in the picture frame. And so I've kept it, and this will be perfect for photo ops. I could also put a sign in that picture frame, so I'm going to set it aside here. My deep freezer is completely empty, and sometime very, very soon I am going to be starting to get some food, and I'm going to stock it up. Right now, as I am waiting to stock up my deep freezer, I'm going to start putting everything that I'm going to use for the wedding right here on top of my deep freezer and start a collection. Let me see what else I have that is just real close nearby. I have two of these, guys, two of these, and I've used these in my wedding. I've used these in one of my best friend's weddings. I've used these for my son's birthday parties. I've used these for ex-mother-in-law's 70th birthday party, and they clean up really nice, and they have stands that we can use. I usually put flowers for a wedding underneath there, and they're just super nice to be able to have great big huge jugs of tea, lemonade, whatever they want to use, even water, you know. And you know, they kind of look kind of used up and dirty, but they clean up really, really nice. And then you just put a little logo or sticker or something, and you can see the sticker residue on here, but it works. It works for a drink dispenser. So these are really nice. I got this plate and silverware and napkin holder I got at the thrift store a long time ago, many years ago, and I've been keeping it. And so I think that will look really nice with the rustic look. I've got this great big huge tub right here. Let's see if there's anything in here that I can use. This is all of my party stuff. Oh yeah, here's a nice little white tablecloth I can use for a wedding. Clear silverware. I've got photo booth sign. Here's some of those cups for the rehearsal dinner. I have a package of 32 different white doilies we can use. I have some Christmas photo prep stuff. Can't use that. I do have some forks, and a fork and a spoon serving set. We are going to be having a taco bar, so definitely be using those. I also have my cake server. This is from my wedding. And of course I have some little clips that we can use. I do have some bigger clear cups, but I don't think we're gonna need these. And I got some foam cups, a lot of foam cups. I got a lot of pink and black straws, but I don't think we're gonna use those. Thanksgiving napkins. We have a couple of these battery operated candles. We will use those. Paper plates I'm not gonna use. And some great big huge cups. Solo cups, I'm not gonna use any of this. And some streamers. So, you know, I always try to keep extras in this tub right here. So we will have those whenever we need them. Paper bags that I know I'm going to be using for that rustic look. And like I said, I have twine, I have burlap, I have some more serving trays, and a lot of wood looking like things that I used for the baby shower, but they are over in the corner. I'm not gonna be able to get to those right now, but I am starting the process of shopping for wedding. Have been taking stuff over to their house and giving them some things that I've purchased over the last year that they can start saving up and using for their wedding. But for the first 5 minutes of going through my garage and seeing what I could find, look at all this stuff. I'm doing great. And so I am going to keep shopping my garage for this wedding and start doing some wedding planning. I'm gonna bring you along with me today as I'm doing that. Okay, there is a coffee maker I do have, and I think that is something the church already has that the wedding's gonna be in. So I want to double check before I drag that out into the country. But I do have one if needed. A couple things I have here upstairs in my house that I can use is this tray here. And I have 2 of these trays here for the food. Now we are going with a rustic look, so if I need to spray paint those, I can do that. But I'm starting a collection. I also have this gather sign that we can use. I have this wood tray I can use on my microwave. These baskets were from my wedding. If we need to use these, or if I need to find some that are just like these 2 baskets here, then I want to give them their own wedding baskets. I do have a couple of these wicker table placemats. We can use that. I have this 3-tier tray over here I can use. I have this wood tray we can use. One of the things I told my daughter-in-law is that I really want to give them the wedding that they want. But with that said, I also want everything I use to either be thrown in the trash when it's over, or I want her to take it home and use it in her home. So I am going to go out and start looking for the things that I can give to them as a housewarming gift, or that they can use during their marriage, and things that they can hang on their walls in their new house. And I think that's one thing I really learned from my wedding, was to buy things and use things in your wedding that you can use as decoration in your home. I had all of my wedding signs that were on each one of my tables. They went home with me and they hung up on my wall. And so I would lay there at night going to bed with my husband, and I would look and read the Bible verses that I had on my wall. And it really helped me love my marriage and love my spouse, and be committed knowing that God was centered in our wedding. So I thought. But I want to pass that along to my son. You know, even though I'm divorced now, even though my husband filed for divorce, I want my son to know what it is to be a man, and to stick out, and to love his wife, and to be committed to her. And I want her to understand and know that love is worth fighting for, and that we can be positive with marriage, even though I've had a broken marriage. And I want them to understand that if they keep God in the center of their marriage, they're going to be okay. And so I'm going to be supportive, and I am going to give them the best wedding that I possibly can on this poverty, no income money coming in, and this budget that I have to work with. I'm going to use what I have, and I'm going to give them a lot of what I already have. So stay tuned. Let's see what we can put together. And I got 30 days to do this, guys. 30 days. Okay, guys, I'm taking a break from cleaning in my garage, and I found some other things that I have purchased over, probably the last year or so, knowing that I had this wedding, and want to show you what I got. I found a bunch of stuff. I wasn't really sure the theme of the wedding. I wasn't sure the colors of the wedding, but this is stuff I have. And once I did learn that we were having a taco bar, I ended up getting this tortilla holder. It was on sale. It was $4.39, but it was like the ticket of the day, and so I think I got it for like half off. And it's gonna be great for all the burritos. Actually, I think most of this stuff was all yellow tags. So if it was a yellow tag, it was 50% off that day. And I have a bunch of stuff. I have not purchased anything in a while for this wedding. And, but I've been collecting. I have the letters love. And this gray tray. 10 flower arrangement. I got some candles. This was not half off, but it was $4. So guest table sign. This little ball of flowers. The sign that says welcome to our wedding. It was $5, half off. This tray, it was $5, half off. I got Mr. and Mrs. Champagne glasses. They're all wrapped up, so I'm not going to show you those. Those were 99 cents a piece. And I got this wooden crate for decoration. So, yeah, I am just going to put all this stuff on my fridge, and I wanted to show you some of the things that I found in my garage. I still have not found the other stuff I used for the baby shower, but I do have more, and I'm going to keep looking through my garage and see what else I can find that I already purchased for this wedding. This is the life of a single mom who has no income coming in. She's going to shop at her house first and going to try to do this wedding on a very, very, very slim budget. But it's going to be super nice, and I cannot wait to show you guys the finished wedding. And I'm going to bring you guys along with me on this wedding journey that I have. So then I'm going to write everything down, my ideas that are going on up in my head, and I'll be able to know what I need to have still purchased and what I don't need anymore. And I know my daughter-in-law's getting a bunch of things that her friend had in her wedding, and so I need to get with her before I do any more shopping or any more planning for this wedding. But I just wanted to take the time to share with you what I got, and I hope you guys have a blessed weekend, and thanks for watching. Bye.